Hello. Small business training coming at you. With any training, if you have questions afterwards, just post them in this string. I have a team in this group, and of course I am. So I will answer any of the questions that you have. I'm starting basic stuff here. And what I think of this group is really, how can we win at all parts of life, not just one part of life? So not just business, not just marriage, not just parenting, not just hobbies, not just in your social circle, not in wealth, not in health, but all of them. And so when we do trainings, when we look at engagement, that's what I'm really wanting to uncover is, how can we do it all? Like, how can we win at all of it? That's the key. I believe the overarching goal of life is to end it knowing that you did everything possible and you did the work to contribute to the world with your gifts. So we have gifts everywhere. We have gifts in all areas of our life. And today we're going to talk about business. Knowing your numbers. Where do you start? Now, I have mentored people for many years, and I'm a chiropractor, so I've mentored multiple chiropractors too. In that, the number one thing that we're missing is knowing our numbers. That's like the foundation, the baseline. I also talk about building your team, and some of it is this, it's under your team, but thinking of who do you need on your team professionally. So like an accountant and a banker, those are probably the two basic things, maybe an attorney. Looking at those people as experts to then create your financial foundation. We need to know the basic numbers, income, expense, profit, right? Most of the time, we don't know those basic numbers. And then when we're working to expand, we don't have a foundation to make decisions on. We make decisions on emotion versus fact. The number one key stat that we're missing is the cost per unit, per client, per adjustment, per visit, whatever service you give. So the cost per visit and then the collection per visit, per client. When we look to calculate expenses in our company, it's absolutely everything, including salaries. When we look at income, it's everything that's coming in for income. Income minus expenses equals profit, the basics. Cost per visit is everything that it costs you to perform that service, to sell that product, to attract that client. Everything. So when you get to cost per visit, cost per client, you can start to see, well, cost versus collection is two different things. Now you can decide where you want to spend money. Do you want to spend money on the attraction of a client or the attraction of the product into the client? Do you want to spend money on the conversion because now you're seeing that you're getting a lot coming in, they're not buying? Or do you want to spend more money on the retention because they're coming in, they're buying, but they're not staying? Those are three different things. So start to calculate simply. Income, expenses, know your profit. By the way, that includes your salary, yours, owners. Look at the cost of doing business. What is the cost in chiropractic? The cost per visit is all of my expenses to run this business, the lights, the building, everyone's salaries, everything. And then you divide that by the amount of visits that you have, let's just say in a week. And then you can start to see, oh, my cost per visit is 30, let's say, and my collection per visit is 35. $5 profit margin on that ain't good. You have to know the business parameters to then know how to make the next decision. Instead of making decision based on emotion, we need to make it on fact. Start to track all your numbers. Start to get trends. Put it in the Excel spreadsheet or a Google sheet. You have all the stats you want to track. And then on the bottom, you have January through December. And then you have 2021 through 2000 ongoing. You can pull up a tab for every single one of them. You can start to see comparatives. That is how you start to know business trends. Now, if we look through the year and you see that attraction, your new product is not getting into the hands of people very well from January to March. Then you make a push. You make a marketing push, a promotion push, a sales push, and you hit that. You plan that for the January through March, because that's what your numbers are telling you. It says you're low here. If you have a really high month of clients in January, and all of a sudden they're not converting through your months, and you get to April and you're starting what seems like as ground zero, you know your retention is low. Start to make decisions based on building systems and procedures inside of your business strategy so that they are retained. When they buy one thing, they don't buy the rest of your products. When they buy one thing, they leave. How do we keep them engaged? How does a client move through an ascension process with you? Or do they drop off? At what month are they dropping off? How do we add in more attraction systems and procedures so that so you're bringing, a constant flow of people in, but that they're continuing to buy from you? That's how then we lead our business from a leadership lens versus a management lens. You need to be able to see the vision. You need to be able to see from the mountaintop, hey, this is where I want to go. This is where we're at. And this is what these numbers say. Not this is what feels good. It seems like we're really busy. Well, yeah, you might be really busy and trading, so you don't have profit. You might be really busy and giving away things because people need financial help, but so you don't have profit. You got to know what your numbers are, and you have to know what it costs to do the business, to get the people in the door to buy the product, buy the service. From there, you make decisions based on your gaps. It's never too late to start. You could be a 7-figure business and not really know your numbers. Someone might know them, but if you're the CEO, if you're the business owner, if you need to know those numbers in order to lead your team, you need to start right now. You need to get the reports to know this is where we're going, this is the projection, this is the budget, this is where we're at. All right, now we need to make these decisions for the next quarter, for the next month, for the next week. This is what my team is responsible for. So I hope this was helpful. Ask any questions you have, of course. This is just the tip of the iceberg to see business trends, to see how your business is working, to see the ebbs and flows, the ups and downs. And you get 90 days under your belt. Then you get 6 months under your belt, and you get 12. Now you can see from the visionary standpoint. When you get 5 years under your belt, you can see what the trends are. And I don't mean you're comparing the same numbers, but you're still comparing the same ups and downs and the dips. Business is not like this, guys. It's not like that. There's a lot of highs and a lot of lows. So if we can figure out how do we have more fact in our business, how do we know what we know because the number says so, we make less rash decisions based on emotion. So I hope this is helpful. Have an awesome day and have an awesome weekend. Thanks, guys.